It is finally here. The date is August 24th, 2025, and the long-awaited black moon has risen. This is not just a calendar date, and it is not just another astrological event you can glance at and ignore. Something about this day feels alive, charged, vibrating with a frequency that even the most unaware soul will notice in some way. The air feels different. Time itself feels slightly warped. The black moon is always rare, but this particular one holds an energy unlike the others. It does not speak to everyone. It speaks directly to the chosen ones, the sensitive ones, the souls who feel the unseen currents moving just beneath the surface of life. On this day, the veil between what is visible and what is invisible becomes thin. The ordinary encounters you have, the conversations you overhear, even the strangers who pass by you on the street, each carries an energy that can press itself against your spirit. This is why today is not a day for casual decisions. Stepping outside is not just about running an errand or taking a walk. On this day, every move you make carries spiritual weight. It is a risk, because every moment outside opens you up to the confusion, the projections, and the restless shadows carried in the hearts of others. Think back for a moment. How many times have you returned home feeling strangely drained, as if something unseen had pulled a piece of your light away? How many times has your peace been disturbed just because you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, surrounded by people whose energy clung to you long after they had gone? Now imagine that magnified tenfold, because that is what the black moon does. On this night, those invisible forces expand. Even the smallest interaction, a look exchanged, a silence too heavy, a word spoken without thought. All of these things can shift your inner balance in ways that take days or even weeks to fully heal. This is why today your home is more than just the space you live in. It becomes your temple, your sacred ground, your shield against the waves of energy moving chaotically outside. The black moon does not demand that you go to war with yourself or with others. It asks for something different. It asks for stillness, for protection, for a commitment to keep your inner flame guarded. Chosen ones, hear this clearly. Do not leave your home on August 24th, 2025. This guidance is precise. It is meant for you. The black moon of this day is not just a celestial event. It is a spiritual marker, a sign woven into time itself, whispering to those who are awake enough to listen. To truly understand why the message to stay inside is so important, you must first see the nature of what this moon brings. The black moon is not random. It is a mirror, a test, a point of initiation. It does not come to decorate the sky. It comes to stir what has been buried, both within humanity and within yourself. When the black moon rises, shadows rise with it. The emotions people suppress, the intentions they hide, the wounds they carry silently, all of these surface under its influence. On a normal day, you can pass through crowds and remain unnoticed. You can meet friends, share words, and walk away carrying little of their weight. But under this sky, every exchange is magnified. One conversation with someone who secretly resents you could plant seeds of self-doubt that linger. One encounter with someone deeply afraid could leave you restless, unable to find calm. The boundaries between people blur, and energy moves faster, attaches easier, clings tighter. This is why the instruction is so direct. Do not step outside today. Your home becomes your safe haven. It holds your frequency steady. It keeps you aligned, untouched, sovereign in your own light. Outside, the storm of human energy swirls without restraint. Inside, you remain protected. The reason the outside world feels so intense on this day is because of what the black moon actually is. It is an alignment that pulls hidden lunar cycles into direct contact with the hidden shadows of humanity. It is a cosmic amplifier, magnifying truth, yes, but also magnifying illusion. Under this influence, people who are already unsteady may act out of character. They may project their inner turmoil onto others. They may lash out without reason. They may seek to pull others into their chaos just so they do not feel alone. If you stand near them in this state, you do not have to do anything to be affected. Simply being in their presence leaves a mark. That is how charged the atmosphere becomes. Walking outside on this day is not a simple physical act. It is an energetic exchange, an entanglement. Imagine walking down a street tonight. Every person you see is wide open, like a book with its pages spread in the wind. But those pages are not filled with wisdom or beauty. They are filled with raw, unfiltered emotions. Some radiate fear, some radiate anger, others radiate envy or sorrow. And under the black moon, those emotions do not stay contained within them. They spill out, stronger, louder, seeking a place to land. If your aura is open, if your guard is down, those vibrations can attach to you before you even realize it. That is why the guidance is so clear and so urgent. This is a night to remain within the sanctuary of your own walls. To let your home be the container of your light. To let stillness, rather than movement, protect you. The black moon is not here to punish you. It is here to awaken you. An awakening does not always come through action. Sometimes it comes through stillness. Through the decision to hold your own energy steady while the world outside is trembling. It often begins like invisible dust. You don't notice it at first. You go about your day, moving through conversations, spaces, and energies that aren't entirely yours. And later, when you finally sit down to breathe, to meditate, or even just to rest, you suddenly feel the weight of it. You wonder why your body feels heavy, why your mind is scattered, why your heart feels unsettled. The truth is simple. You've picked up something that doesn't belong to you. And under the influence of the black moon, what you absorb is much harder to shake off. That is why this particular black moon is seen as a test of isolation. It isn't about punishment. It's a call to withdraw from the noise, to detach from the constant pull of the outer world, and to root yourself deeply within. The black moon whispers, almost like a command, strengthen yourself not by chasing what's outside, but by anchoring yourself to what lives inside. Those who walk the path of awareness already understand that true power is not found in imitating the masses. It is born in listening to the subtle voice that speaks within, especially when the outside world screams louder than ever. But the black moon is not just about protection. It is equally about revelation. When you choose to remain still, when you stay in your home, away from the chaos, something begins to unfold. The silence itself becomes a mirror. Patterns start surfacing. You may suddenly see people in a new light, realizing who truly uplifts your spirit and who drains your energy. You may stumble upon truths about yourself, old fears you've buried, dreams you've set aside, or strengths you didn't realize you carried. The purpose of these revelations is not to overwhelm you, but to prepare you. This is training. The black moon is equipping you for the next cycle, where clarity will become your sharpest weapon. And clarity cannot be found in noise. It only grows in silence. The world outside will not be still on this day. You'll notice tensions rise, arguments spark without reason, small conflicts erupt into unnecessary drama. These are not coincidences. They are the outward expression of the black moon's amplifying power. If you walk into them, you'll feel as though you've stepped into storms you never asked for. But if you remain centered, observing from a place of distance, you won't just avoid the storms, you'll learn from them. You'll see how energy flows through people, how it stirs, distorts, and sometimes collapses. And by staying in your sanctuary, your energy remains safe, intact, and unscattered. The ancients knew this well. They spoke of rare lunar alignments not as nights of celebration, but as nights of reverence. On these days, the wise ones closed their doors. They lit candles. They prayed. They journaled. They sat with themselves in meditation. They did not go out seeking distraction. They understood that to step into the world on a night like this was to walk straight into chaos. Home was their temple, their protection, their sacred ground. And now, on August 24th, 2025, the same choice is given to you. Will you walk into the noise, or will you guard your light in stillness? That is the question the black moon places before every awakened soul. But staying in today is not about hiding or giving in to fear. It is about empowerment. It is the conscious choice to protect what is sacred inside you. It is declaring that your energy is more valuable than distraction, that your soul deserves alignment rather than entanglement. It is saying, I choose clarity. I choose peace. I choose my spirit. And when you make that choice, something powerful happens. Your inner channels open. Messages come more clearly. Your dreams sharpen. Synchronicities flow into your day with startling precision. You begin to notice repeating numbers, signs, symbols, or even words spoken by strangers that feel perfectly placed for you. These are the hidden gifts of the black moon. but they cannot reach you if you scatter yourself in chaos. They only arrive when you are still enough to hear them. That is why this day is sacred. Beyond your walls lies a world swirling with confusion. But within your space lies a temple of stillness where truth reveals itself. The test is simple. Will you let your light scatter into storms that were never meant for you? Or will you stay within your sanctuary and allow your light to expand, unbothered and uninterrupted? The black moon of August 24th is not only about the outer world. It pierces straight into the inner world of every soul that is awake enough to feel it. The first layer of this energy teaches you to step back from external chaos. The second layer invites you to see the revelations hidden inside yourself. The black moon works as a cosmic mirror, reflecting both outward and inward. If you wander into the noise, the mirror shows you the imbalance of the collective. But if you stay within, the mirror turns back toward you, revealing the patterns, the truths, the wounds, and the strengths that you carry. And when you are ready to look into that mirror without flinching, you will see that this night is not a rupture meant to break you. It is a portal meant to awaken you. On this day, August 24th, something extraordinary is taking place beneath the surface of ordinary life. While the outer world may look restless, filled with arguments, movement, and agitation, a deeper invitation is being offered to those who are willing to step away from the noise. This is the paradox of the black moon. The world outside may be in turmoil, but if you choose stillness, you begin to discover something more valuable, the unveiling of your own inner script. This is not an easy unveiling. It is not always soft or gentle. Illusions you've carried for years begin to dissolve. Masks you wear for others, and even the ones you wear for yourself, start to fall away. The truths that surface may stir discomfort. Old memories might resurface. Unhealed feelings may rise to the front of your awareness. And even relationships can appear differently under this light. People you trusted may suddenly feel uncertain, while those you overlooked may surprise you with their loyalty. None of this is accidental. It is the black moon exposing hidden truths, asking you to see clearly rather than continue in blindness. This is not about punishment. It is about clarity. The black moon does not come to harm you. It comes to help you recognize which connections nourish your soul and which ones quietly drain your energy. It urges you to see where true support lies, and where control hides behind a friendly disguise. In this way, even observation itself becomes a spiritual practice. The people who come to mind, the thoughts that arise without reason, the shifts in how you perceive others, all of these are messages carried on the current of this rare energy. Another lesson this day brings is patience. In a world that constantly pressures you to react, to respond instantly, the black moon calls you to wait, to allow what is shifting to complete its movement before you interfere. Energy is rearranging itself in ways your mind cannot yet understand. Trying to force action now is like pulling open a flower bud before it has bloomed. Those who rush forward may become trapped in confusion, while those who allow the process to unfold will discover that clarity arrives naturally, without struggle. Signs will also be strong today. At first glance, they may appear ordinary. A repeated number on a clock, a phrase you hear more than once, an image that shows up in unrelated places. Yet under the black moon, these are not coincidences. They are threads of guidance woven directly into your reality, a language the universe uses to speak with you in code. To notice them, you must be still in your awareness. If you are caught in the chaos of the outside world, they will pass you by unseen. But if you remain centered, they will shine like signals crafted just for you. There is also a matter of protection. Normally, your energy field is strong and resilient. But today, under this rare alignment, the veil is thinner. The energies of the outside world cling more easily, sink more deeply, and become harder to release. This is why the wisdom of the day asks you to withdraw. Not because you are weak, but because your light is too precious to waste on unnecessary battles. True strength is not in showing how much chaos you can endure, but in preserving your essence for the moments that truly matter. Inside, something profound is happening. The black moon is reorganizing your inner world. Thoughts may shift direction, priorities may rearrange, and goals that once seemed urgent might suddenly feel meaningless. Desires you long ignored may now demand your attention. This is the reset point. a clearing of what no longer serves, a preparation of the soil for what is about to grow. Your home today is not only a place of shelter, it becomes a vessel of transformation. Outside, disorder reigns. Inside, you are being restructured and renewed. The deeper meaning of this day is rebirth. A version of you is ending, and another is being formed. But birth requires sacred space. Just as no child is born in the chaos of the open street, no new self can emerge in the confusion of the outside world. The process demands enclosure, stillness, protection. That is why the message is simple yet powerful. Do not leave your home today. The transformation must be allowed to complete before you step back into the larger world. So to those who feel called, understand this is not about restriction, but about alignment. The black moon is orchestrating shifts beyond what your mind can comprehend. Your task is not to resist or to rush, but to witness. To let the truths rise, to let clarity settle, to let the old dissolve and the new take root. The outer world is noise. The inner world is revelation. The true test of this moment is whether you have the discipline to remain where the truth can reach you. Chosen ones, the black moon has arrived, not to destroy you, but to awaken you. It is here to close one chapter and open another, to strip away illusions and restore vision, to make room for the self you are becoming. This day is sacred, and it belongs not to the chaos outside, but to the rebirth taking place within. The moon on August 24th, 2025, is not just another celestial event. It is a doorway, a living vibration pressing against the soul, whispering truths that may have been buried within you for years. On this day, reality bends ever so slightly, opening a window that allows you to glimpse what lies beyond the surface of ordinary life. These glimpses are not meant to confuse you, but to guide you forward, if you are ready to pay attention. Nothing you feel on this day is without meaning. If your heart suddenly grows heavy, it is not a punishment but a release, a sign that something long hidden within you is surfacing so it can finally leave. If you find yourself enveloped in sudden peace, it is because your spirit is aligning with the vibration of renewal. These emotional shifts are not weaknesses to be dismissed. They are messages, clear signals showing you where healing is waiting, where your soul is asking you to look. The signs you experience are not found outside of you. They awaken within you. Numbers, dreams, and symbols may appear, but they are not random. They are reflections of your own soul, reaching out to your conscious mind, asking to be heard. A dream is never just a dream. A number repeating itself is never just coincidence. These are threads being woven into your awareness, guiding you toward deeper understanding. The more you notice, the louder they become, and the more clearly the universe speaks through them. This is why the black moon calls you into stillness. In silence, the hidden language of the universe becomes clear. The world outside shouts in chaos, but your spirit always whispers in peace. It is only in quiet moments, only when you step away from the noise, that the whisper becomes strong enough to understand. The black moon strips away the distractions of daily life so you can finally hear the voice that has always lived within you, patiently waiting for your attention. And there is more. This day does not just reveal signs from the universe, it reveals truths about the people around you. You may feel the weight of someone's hidden envy more clearly, or sense the quiet loyalty of another more deeply than ever before. Under the black moon, masks slip easily, and hidden intentions rise to the surface. You are given a choice, to keep pretending or to see things exactly as they are. Do not fear this clarity. It does not come to break you, but to free you. Every realization, no matter how small, carries within it the seed of transformation, and if you nurture those seeds, they will grow into something life-changing in the days and weeks ahead. Patience is essential. The black moon does not hand you all the answers in one moment. Instead, it offers fragments, a feeling, a word, a sudden sign. You are not asked to force these fragments into a complete picture. You are asked to trust them, to hold them gently, and to let them come together when the time is right. The universe rarely delivers its truth in thunder. More often it leaves a trail for those willing to notice, small signs for those willing to follow. This day is not about withdrawing out of fear. It is about honoring the sacred stillness that allows you to hear what has always been trying to reach you. It is about remembering that the universe speaks not only through storms, but also through whispers, through synchronicities, through sudden clarity that seems to appear from nowhere. What unfolds beneath the black moon is not an ending, but a beginning. It is the start of a dialogue between you and the cosmos. The signs that rise today are only the first words of a much longer conversation, one that will continue to unfold layer by layer in the weeks ahead. The black moon on August 24th, 2025, is not a coincidence. It is a summons, a call that resonates beyond the physical world. Those who are sensitive already feel its pull. Time feels different, emotions rise without warning. Familiar patterns break apart to reveal what has been hidden beneath them. This day is not marked only by shadow, it is illuminated by revelation. You may notice it as soon as you open your eyes. The air feels heavier, or a silence lingers in the morning as though something unseen is present. A dream clings to you far longer than it should, almost as if it has followed you from another world into waking life. These are the whispers of the black moon. They arrive quietly, but they are never small. They are the seeds of a greater story that is being written for you. As the day unfolds, signs multiply. Numbers repeat on every clock you glance at. A song plays with words that strike you as if they were written just for this moment. Memories rise from the depths of your past, carrying with them emotions you thought were long gone. Do not dismiss these things. They are not random. Under the black moon, the veil is thin, and the universe uses symbols to speak when ordinary words are not enough. For some, these signs will serve as confirmation of what they already knew deep inside, making the truth undeniable. For others, the signs will feel disruptive, calling them to release something they are not yet ready to let go of. On August 24th, 2025, the black moon will not simply appear as a rare mark in the sky. It will enter you, move through you, and speak to you in ways that words cannot capture. Its purpose is not confusion but clarity, stripping away the layers of self-deception you may have carried for years. What remains is truth, raw and undeniable. This is why the call to withdraw from the noise of the world is so important now. The messages this energy carries are subtle, delicate, and easily drowned out by chaos and distraction. Think of the difference between hearing a single drop of water in a silent room versus trying to catch that same sound in the middle of a thunderstorm. That is the difference between staying in and venturing out today. It is not about fear of the world, but about giving your soul the quiet it needs to hear itself. The emotions that rise within you during this black moon may come suddenly and without reason. Tears may spill without explanation, anger may spark without a cause, or joy may wash over you out of nowhere. Do not resist these waves, for they are not mistakes. They are the body and spirit releasing what has been buried too long. Every trembling, every release is cleansing. It is not weakness, it is your soul shaking off its weight. The black moon does not allow what is false to remain hidden, not within you, and not within others. In relationships, you may suddenly sense the truth beneath another's words. A mask of jealousy may slip and reveal itself, while someone's quiet loyalty may shine brighter than ever. These energies strip people bare. If you are paying attention, you will see who walks in alignment with your growth and who stands in the way of it. Once you see, you cannot unsee, and that clarity will demand choices from you in the days ahead. Yet the power of this black moon does not end in the present moment. What it reveals today are glimpses of the path ahead, dreams that feel too vivid to ignore, numbers repeating until they demand your attention, realizations that flash through you like lightning. They are not random. They are previews of what awaits. If you choose to dismiss them, the path ahead may feel heavy and uncertain. But if you honor them, your way forward will be lit by clarity itself. That is why patience matters more than ever on this day. The black moon does not hand you the entire map. It gives fragments, a symbol here, a feeling there, a memory that stirs for no reason. Think of the difference between hearing a single drop of water in a silent room versus trying to catch that same sound in the middle of a thunderstorm. That is the difference between staying in and venturing out today. It is not about fear of the world, but about giving your soul the quiet it needs to hear itself. The emotions that rise within you during this black moon may come suddenly and without reason. Tears may spill without explanation, anger may spark without a cause, or joy may wash over you out of nowhere. Do not resist these waves, for they are not mistakes. They are the body and spirit releasing what has been buried too long. Every trembling, every release is cleansing. It is not weakness, it is your soul shaking off its weight. The black moon does not allow what is false to remain hidden, not within you, and not within others. In relationships, you may suddenly sense the truth beneath another's words. A mask of jealousy may slip and reveal itself, while someone's quiet loyalty may shine brighter than ever. These energies strip people bare. If you are paying attention, you will see who walks in alignment with your growth and who stands in the way of it. Once you see, you cannot unsee, and that clarity will demand choices from you in the days ahead. Yet the power of this black moon does not end in the present moment. What it reveals today are glimpses of the path ahead, dreams that feel too vivid to ignore, numbers repeating until they demand your attention, realizations that flash through you like lightning. They are not random. They are previews of what awaits. If you choose to dismiss them, the path ahead may feel heavy and uncertain. But if you honor them, your way forward will be lit by clarity itself. That is why patience matters more than ever on this day. The black moon does not hand you the entire map. It gives fragments, a symbol here, a feeling there, a memory that stirs for no reason. Time itself may feel strange, as though it slows down and every sound, every movement, vibrates with a sharper intensity. Many will wake restless, unable to explain the weight pressing on their chest, not realizing that what they are feeling is the collective shadow rising. Perhaps the most powerful sensation will be a sudden loneliness. Even in a crowded room, even surrounded by people you know, you may feel apart, as if you are standing in a different current than everyone else. But this loneliness is not punishment. It is initiation. It is the call of the black moon, drawing you into yourself, away from the storm, into the silence where your soul waits with the truth it has always carried. It can feel like you are standing apart from the world, isolated, disconnected, as if no one can truly understand what is stirring within you. Yet this loneliness is not a punishment, even though it may feel heavy. It is a signal. It is the universe guiding you inward, away from the noise and distractions of others, reminding you that certain journeys can only be taken in solitude. At the same time, you may notice that the presence of those closest to you feels heavier than usual. Words that would normally roll off your back may cut deeper, glances may carry vibrations of envy or fear, and tones of voice may echo doubt. Under the black moon, these subtle energies cannot remain hidden. They rise to the surface in ways that cannot be ignored. People around you may not even be aware of what they are projecting, yet you will feel it immediately. Their shadows, their unresolved struggles, their unspoken resentment. All of it becomes magnified under this energy. Simply stepping into their space, even for a moment, can leave you drained for hours afterward. The black moon strips away illusions in relationships, and suddenly what once seemed harmless reveals its deeper truth. A smile that used to feel warm may now feel forced. Advice that once seemed loving may reveal itself as control in disguise. Silence that once felt neutral may suddenly carry a chill. These energies did not suddenly appear out of nowhere. They were always there. The black moon simply shines its rare light upon them, making the unseen impossible to deny. Your own body may begin to react in unexpected ways as well. A sudden heaviness in your chest, tingling in your hands, a flutter in your stomach. These are not random discomforts. They are your body sensing the vibrations it usually filters out. Under the black moon, your sensitivity heightens, and what you would normally ignore becomes impossible to dismiss. The energy of others can overwhelm you, while the stillness of your own space becomes the only place where you feel clear, safe, and whole. And yet, within this intensity lie hidden gifts. The loneliness you feel is actually sacred solitude, the silence where truth has room to speak. The heaviness you sense from others is a mirror, showing you who drains you and who truly supports you. The strange sensations in your body are not inconveniences, but signals, teaching you how to listen more deeply to your own energy. On this day, nothing you feel is without meaning. Every sensation, every emotional shift, every subtle sign carries a message. The black moon is rare because it does not allow you to hide from what most people spend their lives avoiding. It asks you to see clearly, even when clarity stings. It asks you to protect yourself, even from those you love, when their energy is not aligned with your path. And it asks you to embrace solitude, not as emptiness, but as the very space where the universe speaks most clearly. So when August 24th arrives, expect to feel both the shadows and the light. You may feel pulled down by the energy of others, while simultaneously being pushed by your own soul to create distance. You may discover truths about your relationships that you cannot unsee. You may feel restless, fragile, sensitive, but in that same sensitivity lies your greatest strength. Because when the black moon has passed, you will carry with you not just the weight of what was revealed, but also the clarity of what you now know to be real. Conversations may feel sharper than usual. A single word from someone close can echo inside you for hours. Their tone may feel heavier than the words themselves, because under the black moon the usual filters that soften interactions are stripped away. You hear what is truly behind the voice. Not just the words, but the vibration they carry, and often that vibration is not light. It may be worry, envy, fear, or control. Even when the intention is not harmful, even when there is love beneath it, the vibration still reaches you. And in this energy, pretending not to notice is impossible. Some of you will feel a deep, almost magnetic urge to withdraw. You may want to turn off your phone, close the curtains, avoid conversations altogether. This is not antisocial behavior. It is protection. It is your spirit creating a shield, keeping away projections that would otherwise cling to you. The universe amplifies your intuition on this day, and you are meant to trust it. If you suddenly feel the need to step back from someone, honor that instinct. If you sense that even a simple exchange might drain you, protect your energy. The black moon sharpens your inner compass so that you cannot mistake what is meant for you and what is not. Memories may also rise to the surface. Old conflicts, moments of betrayal, feelings of being misunderstood, all of these may come back, not to hurt you again, but to show you what remains unresolved within you. They come so you can finally acknowledge them, release them, and make space for something new. The black moon does not bring these truths to weigh you down, but to free you from the illusions you have carried too long. The black moon moves through your energy field in ways you can feel, but may not immediately understand. It pulls up everything that has been buried, everything you tried to push aside, everything you thought you had escaped. If you acknowledge what rises, you create space for release. If you deny it, the weight lingers and grows, pressing heavier against your spirit. This day does not flow like any other, because even time itself bends under the influence of this moon. Hours may stretch endlessly, making the day feel longer than it should, or they may vanish in a blur, leaving you disoriented as though time has slipped from your grasp. This distortion is not random. It is a signal that you are moving between layers of awareness, stepping in and out of ordinary perception. The regular rhythm of life does not apply here. In this shifting space, the universe speaks more clearly. Signs will appear if you allow yourself the stillness to notice them. You might glance at the clock and see the same numbers again and again. You might hear a lyric that answers a question you never voiced aloud. You may notice a symbol, an animal, a word repeating throughout the day as though it is following you. These are confirmations that the universe is aware of your questions, your struggles, your path. But such messages are delicate, and they are easy to miss if you are surrounded by noise. That is why solitude matters so deeply now. This is not about isolating yourself out of fear, but about creating a space where you can distinguish what belongs to you from what does not. Alone, you can hear the whispers that chaos drowns out. Alone, you can hold the signals that appear and begin weaving them into meaning. The loneliness of this day will not feel like ordinary loneliness. It is not the emptiness of being without people. It is a sacred silence that arrives when the universe draws close, when your soul finally has room to breathe without interference. What feels like hollow space is not absence, it is presence. It is an opening where truth can enter. Within this stillness, the black moon reveals everything. The shadows you carry and the light you forgot was yours. It exposes how much of other people's energy you have been holding, but it also reveals the purity of your own. It unmasks illusions in relationships and shows you the truth of who you are when no one else is there. It may leave you feeling fragile, but that fragility is not weakness. It is the doorway to strength. Once you see clearly, you can never again be deceived. On August 24th, the world outside will feel heavier, louder, more chaotic than usual. Words will cut deeper, silences will echo louder, and you will sense the hidden weight behind every exchange. Even those closest to you may unknowingly project envy, fear, or doubt into your space. But within your sanctuary, clarity will rise. A clarity that will not fade when the night ends, but will remain to guide you forward. This is why the call is clear. Remain within your sanctuary. Not because you are running from the world, but because your energy is sacred and it can only be protected in stillness. The solitude you may feel is not emptiness. It is sacred space. In this silence, signs will multiply. You may see repeating numbers, experience dreams that linger long after waking, or hear words that feel like messages crafted for you alone. None of this is coincidence. These are fragments of revelation, and they are asking to be noticed, gathered, and trusted. In the days ahead, they will connect into a greater picture, guiding your next steps. Every emotion that stirs today has meaning. Grief may rise because an old version of you is dissolving. Anger may surface to reveal where you have allowed too much. Hope may suddenly appear, reminding you that your field is being cleared. None of these waves are random moods. They are proof of transformation. They are the evidence that something within you is shifting into alignment with truth. The black moon does not punish. It reveals. It shows you who stands beside you in support and who quietly drains your strength. It makes clear what belongs in your next chapter and what must finally be released. Even the smallest distractions can tie you down now, which is why saying no is so powerful. A single careless yes can weigh you down for weeks. Your no is your shield. Your silence is your strength. This is the day you stop bargaining with your own light. By choosing stillness, you are choosing truth over illusion, clarity over confusion, destiny over distraction. This choice will not end when the moonlight fades. It will echo through every step you take forward. The black moon is a threshold, a passage from one way of being into another. Once you cross it with awareness, there is no turning back. August 24th is not just a date, it is a revelation. It is the stripping away of illusions so you can see what has always been true. The world outside may rage with heaviness and noise, but within the sanctuary of your own spirit, clarity rises like dawn. Trust it, hold it, and let it guide you. The silence you feel is not loneliness. It is space where truth finally enters. And once it does, you will never be the same.